Falcons, Panthers, Jags, Titans, Bears, Texans, Colts, Saints, Bucks, Browns, and Giants.
Wow.
There you go, bro. Bro, you want to go first? Over under 10.5 wins, and we did make a rule that you can't just say, that's about right.
I'm going over. Fourth place schedule, as you just showed. Brock Purdy on a mission to prove his haters wrong.
Or will
Hater
Brock
number
Purdy
one.
be complacent because he just got paid like you said he's going
I
to?
don't think he'll be complacent. Brandon Ayuk on a mission. He needs to be on a mission because he was bad last year in the little bit that he played. Jawan Jennings, nice number 3. I was an excellent number 3 receiver.
Well, then who's the
Ricky
number 2?
Pearsall.
Oh, that's
I think Ricky Pearsall.
that's
Okay, switch them. But that's 3 good receivers. Good receiving corps. Christian McCaffrey be back. And Robert Saleh with the defense.
I love it.
They're over.
Okay, so I just want to, so we're on the record on this because this is important. The Niners, in your opinion, have a good to very good receiving corps?
He's a good.
I think it's a good receiving
Good receiving corps.
Good receiving corps.
Great running back, right?
Good. I don't know what McCaffrey's going to be.
Okay, good running back. Very good
running
tight
back,
end.
good receiving corps.
So they have weapons galore.
See? Good.
Good. They're good everywhere. What
Good.
team?
No, they don't have weapons galore. Philadelphia's got weapons galore.
Philadelphia has the best. I'm just curious. Okay, who are the?
They don't have the best. They don't have a top. There are several teams with better receiving corps.
Hold up, but they have an excellent tight end.
And this, what are you even trying to say?
And
Because your golden boy Matthew Stafford couldn't do anything when his receivers were injured. I'm just saying, let me say it loud and clear. Brock Purdy needs help. He needs good receivers and running backs with him. Right. Just like everyone outside of the top 4.
I got that. I understand that. I just want to know, because I have a feeling we might talk Brock Purdy at various times over the course of the year. You think the Niners have, it's fair to say, good weapons all around him. Yeah. Good tight end, good running back, and what I've just heard was
they did last year, but they were hurt.
Yeah, I'll go with the under. I think that Robert Saleh is a nice addition, but they lost a ton of personnel on defense. I am not nearly as confident as others that Christian McCaffrey is going to be the Christian McCaffrey he was before he had the Achilles tendinopathy that spread to both legs. I don't know what Brandon Ayuk is going to look like coming off an ACL. Right. I also have no idea if Ricky Pearsall is a good number 2 or number 3. We've seen one good game from the player. I don't hold it against him. The kid got shot in the chest. My point is, to me, he's a total unknown. And Jawan Jennings, I agree with Brew. I think is a really nice number 3. The question is if he has to be a number 2 or at times a number 1, depending on Ayuk's rehab schedule. So I will go under. I do not think they are the best team in their division. I do think the Rams are the best team in their division. And I don't see why they're going to more than double their win total.
I'll second that under. I'm going under as well.
Again?
Yeah. Well, it's 10.5.
10.5 is a big number.
That's a big number. I'm going under, and the reason why I'm going under is because when I've seen this team at their best, they've been dominant in the NFC. They've been dominant. Like 22 and 23, they were 10 and 2 both of those seasons. I don't see them racking up wins like that, even with the 4th place schedule, because of what you alluded to, the players that they've lost and the level of play that we're going to expect out of Brock Purdy, and he's going to have to elevate those guys around him. I don't see them winning more than that. No.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Thank you, Wildes.
Can we put up the 49ers opponent schedule again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Can you show me 7 losses here?
Go
ahead.
Sure.
Could we show you 12 last year?
The last one was injuries. You called the injuries.
I did, but
I mean, if they get hurt again, it's going to be under.
Okay.
Injuries or injuries, but give me 7 losses.
So 3-3 in the division. How about that? So there's 3, right? Greg, I know, thinks the Cardinals could be good. The Seahawks are a 500 team every year.
I'll give you 3 and 3. So now you got to find 4 more.
Right. I
don't think that's.
No, I think I have to find more than 4 more. I think. Oh yeah, 4 more. Okay, no problem. They lose at home to Caleb, lose at home to the Prince, and lose on the road to the Texans, the Bucks.
We're good.
Hold on.
The Prince.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. That's frustrating. This was a 6-win team. Hold on. I got it. And if the NFL...
The Bears were a 5-win team. So now you're saying because the Bears are going to take their 5 wins, go on the road with a new coach.
It was a different type of 5 wins, Wildes, because when you look at the 6-win, the teams that the Bears lost to, they had a lot of 1-score games, a lot of 3 or less score games lost in the last moments of the game, literally.
No, but also that's just my opinion. I know the schedule. Everybody, it's not like, oh, breaking news, here's the schedule. So going into it, I knew who they played.
Correct.
I did not think we were going to do the full.
That's why I said a pop quiz, and you said, let's do it.
Right. And then when I'm telling you, you're saying that it's not allowed to have that opinion because I think a 5-win team maybe improved more than a 6-win team so they could beat them. I don't know the 7 losses. I do think that a team that won 6 games, who I have questions, I think Greg does, some people might not, about the quarterback, that had massive free agency losses because they have to pay the quarterback, expecting that team to almost double their win total is, in my opinion, a foolish bet. If you're dead set, they're winning at least 11 games. So you think 11 is crazy, right? If the under is crazy, then 11's a lot. So this is a 12 or 13 win team. So I guess the flip side
I didn't give my answer.
No, you did. So tell me the wins.
No, I said, wow.
So I'd love to know the 13 wins you have.
I didn't say 13 wins.
Well,
so 11. Show 11, because if they're going 3-3 in the division,
I wasn't willing. I gave you 3-3 in the division to be nice.
I'm not giving you 3-3 in the division.
You're giving more than that.
I'm thinking 4-2.
I don't believe
1-5 in the division. You can say what you want to say.
But
nobody thought the Cardinals
injuries.
But
I guess
last year was not just injuries.
They lost to the Rams, who had injuries too.
Not
yes,
at the end of the season.
Yes, they did. They lost that game.
Hold on.
That was because of the Rams.
What was the score? 12-9?
It was
they barely lost.
Hold on,
and
guys.
Both quarterbacks were bad, but Stafford did make a play.
This idea that all of a sudden Goodell is going to go to the Madden screen and toggle injuries off. When you have a team that, since Shanahan's been there, has been disproportionately injured because of the style, a team whose star receiver is coming off a torn ACL, a team whose undersized quarterback has been hurt 3 times in his career, whose star left tackle is the oldest tackle in football, whose running back has been injured throughout his career, and whose defense lost its depth in free agency, I think if they just suffer league average injuries, expecting that team to go 11-6 is too much.
Okay, so injuries, if it's injuries,
injuries affect every team in the NFL every year.
Not like they affected them last year. That was unique.
Right, but this year, I'm saying this year they don't have the depth to overcome just league average injuries. They lost. Wasn't the offseason story of the Niners the exodus? Didn't they trade away Deebo Samuel? Didn't they lose Charvarius Ward? Didn't they lose one of their key defensive linemen? Didn't they lose Hufanga and Bowman? Not Bowman, Greenlaw. Like that. I thought the story was they were losing all this talent to pay the quarterback.
Well, they lost all this talent. The team only won, 6 games last year.
Yeah, I agree.
Get Christian McCaffrey back, be just okay. I just don't believe in the Bears. I guess that was a Bears thing.
Well, I didn't. Then fine, they beat the Bears.
Okay, that would have been fine.
Speaking of the Bears,
this schedule, of course, Ben Johnson, brand new. Nick, you want to start here? Bears.
No, I'll start. Over.
Over on the Bears.
Get ready for Wildes to yell at you.
I'm not yelling.
You were over last year, too.
Over.
So as were you.
8 of their 12.
And you had them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and we all were over on the Bears last year. Everyone at the table.
8 of their 12 losses were 1-score losses. 5 of those 8, 5 of those were 3 or less. Like in the last moments of we saw how they played Detroit. We saw how they lost against, obviously, the Commanders, some of these better teams. We expect Caleb to at least make if he makes a slight jump in progression. But we know what they're going to be better at out the gate, coaching. We know they're not going to have those.
I think they will, but it's not a fact.
Play calling, all the things that we talked about last year that kind of riddled this team at the beginning of the season when we were giving all the excuses for Caleb and why he wasn't coming out the gates like Jaden Daniels. It was, the coaches they're not helping them. They're not helping. We don't expect that this year. And you look at the pieces that they added, this team is going to be over.
Over.
You made it seem like you were going.
Like y'all know I'm the king of misdirection. I just wanted to bring out the best in you. I wanted to make you prove your point. Now, we don't know for a fact Ben Johnson's going to be a great coach. I do think he'll be better.
By the way, he doesn't have to be a great coach to be better.
Correct.
He has to just not be
I think he'll be good. You know, I was saying that's the guy they got to go get. Caleb showed me enough last year. If Caleb is close to what we think he is, then they should be good because they gave the dude tons of help. I'm going to be incredibly disappointed if the Bears aren't pretty good this year because Caleb Williams has the help. He's got the coach. It's in his second year. Quarterbacks are coming in, at least recently in the league now, and playing better right out of the gate. This is on Caleb. The pressure's on, and I think he's going to play well.
Are we going to put up their schedule? Because, I mean,
we did. Go ahead.
We just saw their schedule's tough.
I mean,
the schedule's tough.
It's not a cakewalk at all.
Oh, so now you're going back.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
And the division. I think they're the third best team in the
schedule,
division.
I still feel like they're going to be over. What it's going to look like and what is going to be required, I think last year experiencing some of those losses that they had, you have to learn how to win when you have a young quarterback. And some of those tough losses, especially after they lost to the Commanders, that losing streak that they went on, some of those losses that they had no business losing to the Patriots, it was like, what's going on with this team? I don't think you have that, and I think because of those types of losses, you get some of their healthy guys back.
I might go under when we make our prediction. That schedule is, woo.
Yeah, you look at that schedule, you start questioning a couple things.
Right.
Okay.
We can go on to the next one.
No, what do you got?
No,
he got him in the Super Bowl.
I've got, if they beat the Niners, it'll be an over, and I think they're going to beat the Niners.
Do you not believe in Caleb?
No, obviously I have the over. I don't think that they're going to be the third best team in the division. I think they'll be the second best team in the division.
I think the division's going to be tight.
I think the division's going to be tight, but I am not as high on the Packers as I think Brew probably is. And I think the Vikings, take a step back this season, starting a rookie quarterback. And so I think they have a massive upgrade at offensive line and a massive upgrade at head coach. And I also think the Caleb... we saw enough really, really good from Caleb last year to make me feel good that he is the guy that I thought he could be, even though we saw way too much cautiousness, you know what I mean, taking sacks rather than throwing the ball. And so I didn't love that, but I think that Ben Johnson will be the best thing imaginable for him, and I think the Bears, I think that the schedule is, as you guys said, brutal. And it's weird for me because last year I thought they could make the Super Bowl. I don't think that's the case for them right now, but I do think they should be above 500. I do think they should be a playoff team.
Okay, we were supposed to have 4 there.
I know. I didn't know it was going to be this intense. I really didn't. I wasn't expecting it.
Well, Wildes just got – here's the thing.
You just couldn't be like Caleb and the Prince just set me off. You should have just led with like, you know what?
Can I ask a quick question, America? Just because maybe we'll do it tomorrow. The Patriots, who to hit the over need to win 9 games. What side are you leaning on that, Wildes?
Me, 100% the over.
Okay.
Really?
Right.
100%.
Yeah, so we can, I'm sure we're going to do that tomorrow.
Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.